It's a great day for a ride. You must be Todd.
I am, yeah.
I'm John. Pleasure to meet you, man. Thanks
Good
for
to meet
coming
you,
in. How was the ride over?
Oh, it's beautiful. The sun's out and definitely can't complain.
And you're on your FXR today?
I am, yeah.
Awesome. My first ride was on an FXR.
Oh,
that was my first Harley I ever rode. Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
awesome. It was my first Harley.
Fantastic bike.
Nice.
You got good taste. So now we're looking for something with a little bit more comfort then.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about that, Todd.
Well, my wife Jenna, she does a little bit of riding now, not a lot. We will take off for 1 or 2 days, just kind of cruise out to Maine. But I would like her to ride more, and I think with a more comfortable motorcycle she would do that. But I'm also looking for a more comfortable motorcycle.
Okay.
I do love the FXR. Don't get me wrong. Being my first Harley.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to keep that. But I want something a little more comfort. I love style, the comfort. She's worried about comfort and safety. And those kind of things. And
you had mentioned she's going to be riding with you about 10% of the time, but when you guys go, it's going to be a day or two, you know, doing things like that, probably traveling out of state, overnights. Okay, perfect. Now, if I remember, you have 2 daughters as well.
I do, yeah, Tanya and Megan.
Awesome. Now, are they going to be riding with you?
Well, they're all a bit on the younger side. I mean, maybe in a few years they'd get into it. I mean, if my wife starts riding more, then maybe the kids will jump into, who knows.
Awesome. Yeah. We love that your family's involved with it. Being a family-run shop here at Wilkins, we love having others' families involved with us because Harley-Davidson's more than just, you know, motorcycle. It's a community, and here at Wilkins we feel it's a family. Okay. And that's why when we started the business in 1947, Barb and Harry, who were a husband and wife, started the shop, 1-bay garage with dirt floors. We said from the first day, we're just riders helping riders. Let's keep life simple, keep business simple. So we want to help you get the right bike, keep everything very straightforward, very fair, but also have a lot of fun in the meantime. Okay. That's why, you know, in terms of hang tags, there's one on every bike. Okay. We have no dock fees, no admin fees, no surprises. Any surprises you get from us are usually something like a birthday song or something that's really going to make your day, because that's what we take pride in. Okay. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but Harley actually ranks every dealership in the United States. Did you know that?
No, not at all.
Okay, so every dealership is ranked towards what they call Bar and Shield Awards, which are, you know, a big focus of that is customer feedback and customer satisfaction. And I believe your friend sent you here, correct?
Yeah, my friend Greg got his bike from here.
Yeah, so much like Greg, you know, as happy as he was, we want to make sure you get that same experience so you can brag to your friends, because that's what we take pride in. That's our focus. And because of that, Harley-Davidson has awarded Wilkins the top dealership in New England for customer service. We are recipient of gold, bronze, silver, even platinum Bar and Shield, which is top 6 in the country. Oh, wow. Okay. So we take a lot of pride. It's more than just telling you what you want to hear. It's showing what you need to see and keeping life simple so we can have some fun in the meantime. Okay. Now, going to your friend's bike, you know, I understand that, you know, you liked his Heritage. It was something you thought that would be good because you're going to use it for work and commuting?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I traveled a bit of a distance for work.
Okay.
My ride down here is only about an hour, but to work it's a bit more than that. It's all highway, so I like that a little more comfort. I feel like I'm searching for that next gear on the FXR, but at the same time I still want it to look good. I noticed on his bike, he has a ton of those little chrome.
Yeah, the stud work and
it's starting to sag.
And some sagging bags.
I'm not sure if that's just a Harley thing or I don't know.
Fantastic. Well, let's get into the bike. I want to run through some differences from your Heritage to your FXR so you know what you're looking at. Okay. Throw a leg over and we're going to run through a few things, help you understand what you're getting into. Okay. But isn't it a great ride from St. J down here? Route 2 is beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So you said you wanted some more comfort.
Yeah.
Todd. So in effort with comfort on the Heritage, a lot of differences are going to be from everything from your seating position to your suspension to your drive line, all the way through even your braking system. Okay. And we're going to run through that. So with your Heritage, you're going to have a wider front tire than what you're used to on your FXR, as well as an inverted FL front end. Okay. And what this does is an inverted front end, much like you see on the touring bikes. This is designed by Harley to be the optimum in ride quality. Okay. All right, they want you comfortable. Like many people already know, Vermont's not flat, Vermont's not bump free. So it's nice to have some extra help on our side. Yeah. So a fatter front tire is not going to grab those cracks in the road nearly as much, and it's going to allow for a smoother ride, less fatigue on you, and it just makes for a nice smoother roll through the corner so you can enjoy the ride a little bit more. Okay. Now with the front end, if you also look, see this black ring down here, Todd? Yep. That's part of your ABS system, which comes standard on the Heritage Softail Classic, which is going to help you stop faster. All right. Now what that does is basically if you had bike for bike, Heritage, 2 average riders on it, the bike with ABS is going to be the one that stops in a shorter distance faster. Okay. All right. And I think with your having Jen on the back or one of the girls down the road, being able to stop faster is going to be very important to us. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Very cool. Now, you enjoy fall. It's the most beautiful time of the year.
Absolutely, yeah.
So to help you with being seen and also seeing better, you're also going to have factory spot lamps on the Heritage.
Okay.
So it's going to allow more illumination, but also oncoming traffic and things like that. On a motorcycle, it's nice to be seen.
Okay.
Right? Now, going with your FXR, you probably like the raw style of that, keeping it simple, being able to still eat bugs for lunch.
Yeah.
Well, you still can have that with the Heritage. Now, on a longer trip, the windshield is going to be your best friend.
Okay.
It's going to save you, one, some wind on your chest. It's going to allow you to put on more miles, even make it a little bit easier to have a conversation with Jen on the back. But when you're ready to cruise around town, you want a little bit more wind in your face, you're going to pull it right off, set it aside, and you're back to raw motorcycling.
Okay.
Okay. And moving back down a little bit into our driveline, we spoke about the stopping power, but now the moving power. You have a 103 high output engine.
Okay.
Okay, so it's going to give you improved torque and also having the little extra power that you're going to want being two-up riding, going over the beautiful hills of New England, but also getting around that car or accessing the highway a lot less effortlessly.
Okay.
Okay, so with that said, moving back, you mentioned wishing you had another gear.
Yeah, I'm always reaching for that next one.
Well, on your Heritage, you're going to have a 6-speed cruise drive transmission. That's going to allow you to have that extra gear you've always wanted. It's going to make for a lot easier cruising down the highway, but also you're going to have 5 gallons of fuel ready to rock and roll.
Okay.
So that trip, you ever been to Maine?
Yeah.
So that trip to Maine is going to be a lot more accessible, less gas station stops. Okay. Now you had mentioned wishing you could change the studs and have, you know, a saddlebag that's going to have a little less sag.
Yeah.
Right? Harley takes a lot of pride in listening to its riders. So what you have here, along with a few other improvements, is new saddlebag, reinforced, and less studs.
Okay.
So when you open this up, Todd, you have the quick clips here. And you open this, see that rib there? So you have reinforcements on your saddlebag that's going to allow for less sag, and it's also a cleaner look, which is something they wanted to do tastefully. So then you could also have these ruby red conchos matched here on your seat and even up in your tank emblem to kind of give it a little extra flair.
Okay.
All right. Now riding two-up comfort as well. Suspension. We talked about the front. Now let's go to the back. Your shocks aren't mounted on the side like on your FXR. They're underneath, and they're a hydraulic suspension that allows for a little bit smoother action, but also still maintaining that fun quality. Okay. All right. And then going to the back passenger, we have a little bit more comfort because we have a backrest right from the factory. Okay. And there's even accessories from Harley-Davidson to make those all detachable. Okay. Go ahead and throw a leg right over this, Todd. I want you to get a feel for it.
All right. Here's my arm.
Stand it right on up. I'm going to hold the bike, Todd. I want you to put your feet right up on the footboards. Okay. A lot different than the pegs. They're rubber isolated as well. So between the rubber isolation on your footboards and the counterbalancing of the motor, the ride quality is going to be fantastic because you're not going to feel the muscle even at idle. Okay. All right. Now, helping you move forward, you have the new electronic throttle. And when you're blasting to Maine, you have the new cruise control over here on your left side.
Okay.
It's going to allow you to set cruise, give your hand a brake, and blast down the road. And you're keeping the FXR, correct?
Yeah, I am.
So I'm going to assume we're just going to be doing a new registration on this one?
Absolutely, yeah.
Awesome. Now, to help you with that new registration and blasting down the road, something you wrote when we did in a magazine, being a family-run shop, this is one of our family favorites. Alan Wilkins, who was second generation here, used to take his Heritage every Saturday after work, blast to Wells, Maine, stay until Monday, come back Tuesday nearly every weekend during the riding season. And it's because if you ask Barb, what makes a Heritage so great? It has it all, Todd. It's a bike that does everything very well. How does it feel?
It feels awesome.
Very good. Now, aside from taking this thing and blasting it down the road, Todd, what's holding you back from being a Heritage owner today?
Nothing.
Awesome. Congratulations,
Thanks.
man. I'm going to get this thing outside so you can see this new custom color from Harley-Davidson. Frosted teal and crushed ice pearl. It looks stunning, and it's also going to grab a lot of attention when you're cruising down the road as well. I'm going to get it out, Todd. We'll get things wrapped up while you're on your rides. When you get back, we can show you all the benefits of being part of the Wilkins family.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, Todd. Follow me.